वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीर धारी कृपां बुद्धिर्यतमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, warm welcome everyone in the study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we'll continue our study. We'll see today chapter 18, text 66. And chapter 18, text 66. The conclusion or the message of Bhagavad Gita. And pray that we can pour our heart out into it. We can express ourselves. Of course, we can never express ourselves fully. No, we can never say, okay, we have studied it fully, we have understood fully, we have discussed fully. No, Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta, na? Hari Ananta, unlimited. Hari Katha Ananta, Krishna's glories. Katha means what? His glories, na? His pastimes, unlimited. Hmm? Unlimited forms, unlimited names of Krishna, unlimitedly powerful, unlimitedly merciful. So likewise, Hari's Kripa is also Anant. Hmm? Hari's Kripa is also Anant, and we need to tap into that Kripa, into that mercy of Krishna. So, hopefully, uh, reading this shloka, we try tap into the mercy of Krishna. And this is the shloka Krishna speaking to Arjuna. The message of Bhagavad Gita overall. Overall, the message of Bhagavad Gita can be summarized in two verses, 1865, 1866. 1865 we saw, and 1866 we'll see this. Now, see the emotion in order for us to appreciate even more wholeheartedly. uh, we first see the emotion of uh, Arjuna, what he's going through, his overall emotion. So, Arjuna, how he's like in such a dilapidated condition, how is such in a disturbed condition altogether. And hearing this dialogue of Bhagavad Gita, how he feels so rejuvenated, so rejuvenated. Mm, And likewise, the same journey what Arjuna went through, we all will go through the same journey. We all can and we all will go through this same journey provided we keep good focus, good association. If we keep good association, then we can sustain or manage to maintain a good focus. So if we keep a good association, good Krishna conscious association. See Bhagavad Gita or see this journey, na Arjuna, what is he experiencing? He is experiencing crying and smiling at the same time. Hmm, Crying crying, uh, literally crying, and then smiling at the same time. Initially, there was cry, and now, as the journey progressed, he's so hopeful, so hopeful. So, initially, what Arjuna was hopeless altogether, hmm, completely hopeless, no hope altogether at all. And now he's experiencing what? Limitless hope, hmm, endless hope, limitless hope through this wisdom, through this dialogue with Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is such a dialogue, na? put a tear, Asu, on the eyes of Arjuna and made him smile. Exactly for us, when we start doing japa, chanting on beads, when we associate with devotees, when we study Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we'll see it putting a tear in our eyes, uh, and making us smile and free us from all the worries of this world altogether, bring us in line with reality, real reality, and furthermore, complete wholesome change in our consciousness. Bhagavad Gita will allow for a complete wholesome change in our consciousness. So, with this prayer, with this mood, attitude, aim, aspiration, desire, Bhagavad Gita makes us more desirous, more ambitious. Krishna consciousness makes us. So, with this prayer, mood, attitude, hope, desire, that we remain ever student of Bhagavad Gita. We always remain a student of Krishna consciousness. We can never be a teacher of Krishna consciousness. No, no one becomes a guru. No one is a guru. One is to become a student only. One becomes a disciple only. That is what is needed. Prabhupada is referred to as what? Jagat Guru, na? Jagat Guru. Why? He he accepted himself as the disciple for the entire world, and that is the definition. He accepted himself, took as the servant of the entire world, entire universe. So this is why Prabhupada referred to as Jagat Guru. So uh, गुरु कोई बनता नहीं है ना, गुरु कोई बनता है क्या? बनना क्या है जीवन में? शिष्य। ये गुरु तो प्रकट हो जाते हैं, समक्ष में आ जाते हैं. So no one becomes a guru. Guru manifest. Guru is there. He comes into picture, manifest. What is to become a disciple, is to become a student. Hmm. And the day we become a disciple, Krishna will make us a devotee. He will accept us wholeheartedly, without any reservation, without any uh, problem. The day we become a disciple, and even more than disciple, na, Shishya or disciple, better is to become, or best rather, what should we aim to become? A chela. चेला को क्या बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में? Some one of you figure it out what to call chela in English. Uh,
Follower?
Follower is still okay. Follower doesn't give that bhav. It doesn't bring about that emotion as chela brings about. Hmm. चेला means what? लट्टू हो गया ना पूरा किसी पे, लट्टू हो जाना. So I don't know, now you work it out how to express in English लट्टू हो जाना किसी पे. So शिष्य is good, disciple is good, but still disciple is more of a formal relationship, na? It can be a guru disciple like a formal relationship. But we aspire to become what? More than disciple, we aspire to become a chela. Complete lattu हुआ हुआ जो. So one who is completely enamored. For him, Krishna is sulabh altogether, easily available, accessible. So with this prayer, mood, hope, aim, aspiration, that I and maybe collectively us, we become the first listener, of what we discuss. Mm, I become the first listener of what we discuss. And I know, I admit, there's lots and lots of holes in my consciousness. बहुत छेद है. Lots and lots of holes in my consciousness. But by the blessings of Vaishnavas, by the blessings of Guru and Gaurang, one day we'll practice pure Krishna consciousness, pure loving devotional service. Uh, One day we will not just, what is that? Talk the talk. Uh, we'll walk the talk. Uh, you say now what? Talk the talk. This is what talk the talk. Talk the talk, na? What does that mean? Like you speak something but you don't act by it. You act differently. There is some gap. कथनी और करनी में भेद है ना? ये संसार में ये सबसे बड़ा, ये बहुत बड़ी विडंबना है. इसीलिए हमारे किसी से मन नहीं मिल पाता। वाई? बिकॉज कथनी और करनी में भेद है बहुत। कथनी मीन्स स्पीकिंग, and karni action. So what we speak and what we act, there's a whole lot of difference. Look, this thing, what we believe in, what we believe in, and how we live. This may be a question. What do you say? What we believe in and how we live. Do you think there is a separation between the two? Hmm. Personally, for myself, there is a huge separation between what I believe in and what I live. Huge separation. And if I may say, society also, yes, we are living in the modes of material nature, so we are bound to be. There is going to be a gap between what we believe in and what we live. And look, what I believe in my personal psychology, philosophy, understanding, but how I act, how I conduct myself, how I behave, and all, very contrast, huge contrast. But this is knowledge. Knowing this is knowledge. Knowing this. Uh, There are many who don't even come to this platform of realizing or knowing. So, knowing how ignorant am I puts us in the path of knowledge. Acknowledging that I do not know hmm, makes us knowledgeable, makes us open, makes us fertile to receive knowledge. And that is the path to attain knowledge and then transcend knowledge to become wise, wisdom. We should always ask ourselves this question. We should always meditate. What is the difference between information, knowledge, and wisdom? What is the difference? There's no um, this question. I like it, and for myself, I try to contemplate, meditate on it, to put myself a bit in the right track. This whole, these you are kind souls, good friends who kind of tolerate and encourage and inspire me in the practice and study of Krishna consciousness. But overall, I'm trying to just help myself understand. I'm trying to help myself mm, educate myself. See, preaching is very easy, doing it to others. Huh? Preaching is so easy. You preach to others, preach to others, preach to your partner, husband, wife, or children or parents, na? Family, friends, people at work. Most difficult is to preach to oneself. And who should we preach? I should be preaching to myself only. I need the most help. I should be preaching to myself. The day I learn to preach myself, then yes, Krishna will see. Yes, there is one person who is becoming humble, and Krishna can use that person for his agenda. So, with this hope, mood, prayer, desire, aim, aspiration, longing, craving, yearning, crying, we continue our study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 66. Hopefully, we pour our heart out. Krishna has given his heart in Bhagavad Gita. Na? So much of care, concern. So we must try to appreciate as much as we can beyond our capacity. Glorify beyond our capacity. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुच. So, Harsha, maybe read translation should be on the screen. And purports we can share in turns between Deepti, Anuja, Prakhar, and Nivedita. Harsha, read translation.
Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear.
Anuja, read first paragraph purport. Then Deepti, if you can read, and Nivedita and Prakhar Singha. Okay, Nivedita, you read. Anuja can read later.
The
Hare
Lord
Krishna.
has
Read Anuja.
described the Lord has described various kinds of knowledge and processes of religion, knowledge as of the Supreme Brahman, knowledge of the Super Soul, knowledge of the different types of orders and statuses of social life, knowledge of the renounced order of life, knowledge of non attachment, sense and mind control, meditation, etc. He has described in so many ways different types of religion. Now, in summarizing Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that Arjuna should give up all the processes that have been explained to him. He should simply surrender to Krishna. That surrender will save him from all kinds of sinful reactions, for the Lord personally promises to protect him. In the seventh chapter, it was said that
Nivedita, read.
Hare Krishna. In the seventh chapter, it was said that only one who has become
Your
free.
voice is very low, huh, Nivedita?
Is it better now?
Better, but still low.
Okay. Should I continue, or maybe someone else can read then if it's too low? Let, maybe I'll speak louder. Is this better now?
Okay, better.
In the seventh chapter, it was said that only one who has become free from all sinful reactions can take to the worship of Lord Krishna. Thus, one may think that unless he is free from all sinful reactions, he cannot take to the surrendering process. To such doubts, it is here said that even if one is not free from all sinful reaction, simply by the process of surrendering to Sri Krishna, he is automatically freed. There is no need of strenuous effort to free oneself from sinful reaction. One should unhesitatingly accept Krishna as the supreme savior of all living entities. With faith and love, one should surrender unto him. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Aishwarya, read.
The process of surrender to Krishna is described in the Hari Bhakta Vilasa.
आनुकूल्यस्य संकल्प प्रतिकूल्यस्य वर्जनम् रक्षिष्याति विश्वासो गोपतृत्वे वरणं तथा आत्मनिक्षेपकार्पण्ये सद्विदा शरणागति.
According to the devotional process, one should simply accept such religious principles that will lead ultimately to the devotional service of the Lord. One may perform a particular occupational duty according to his position in the social order. But if by executing his duty one does not come to the point of Krishna consciousness, all his activities are in vain. Anything that does not lead to the perfectional stage of Krishna consciousness should be avoided. One should be confident that in sorry, one should be confident that in
फिर से
all
पढ़ो वो anything that does not.
anything that does not lead to the perfectional stage of Krishna consciousness should be avoided. One should be confident that in all circumstances Krishna will protect him from all difficulties. There is no need of thinking how one should keep the body and soul together. Krishna will see to that. One should always think himself helpless and should consider Krishna the only basis for his progress in life. As soon as one seriously engages himself in devotional service to the Lord in full Krishna consciousness, at once he becomes sorry, the screen went.
At once he becomes freed from all contamination of material nature. The different processes of religion and purificatory processes by cultivation of knowledge, meditation, in the mystic yoga system, etc. But one who surrenders unto Krishna does not have to execute so many methods. That simple surrender unto Krishna will save him from unnecessarily wasting time. One can thus make all progress at once and be freed from all sinful reactions. Okay, Prakhar, if you can read.
Yeah, Ashish. One should be attracted by the beautiful vision of Krishna. His name is Krishna because he is all attractive. One who becomes attracted by the beautiful, all powerful, omnipotent vision of Krishna is fortunate. There are different kinds of transcendentalists. Some of them are attached to the impersonal Brahman vision. Some of them are attracted by the super soul feature, etc. But the one who is attracted to the supreme feature of the one who is attracted to the personal feature of the supreme personality of Godhead, and above all, one who is attracted by the supreme personality of Godhead as Krishna himself, is the most perfect transcendental. In other words, devotional service to Krishna in full consciousness is the most confidential part of knowledge. And this is the essence of whole Bhagavad Gita. Karma yogis, empiric philosophers and mystics and devotees are called transcendentals, but the one who is pure devotee is the best of all. The particular words used here, ma sucha, don't fear, don't hesitate, don't worry, are very significant. One may be perplexed as how one can give up all kinds of religious forms and simply surrender unto Krishna, but such worry is useless.
Deepti, read translation.
Hare Krishna. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Hare Bol. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुच See, bhakti begins when we surrender. Surrender is the beginning of bhakti. Surrender is not the end. Hmm. So, loving devotional service, it actually begins okay with faith, but when we surrender, and surrender is the bare minimum. Surrender is not the completion, it is the bare minimum or it is the beginning. Now, when to surrender? Hmm? बोलते हैं जागो तभी सवेरा. When now is the time to surrender. Now. How long does it take to surrender? It doesn't take long to surrender. There is a famous Prabhupada video on YouTube, or all his videos are famous. There's one class like he says, how long does it take to surrender? 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, 1 minute, less than a minute. Hmm. Surrender is some from the heart. Execution, okay, it will take time, but yes, I wish to practice Krishna consciousness. Then we train ourselves. So it's coming to this desire. I desire to read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover. I desire to do japa. And then we train ourselves for the rest of the life, for eternal journey, training ourselves for it. So, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. Na? Sarva means what? All. Uh, Dharman, occupational duty, religion. Dharma means what? Occupational duty. Hmm? One's fundamental occupational duty, one's functional duty, as we understand. Na? Water has its nature, its occupational duty to quench one's thirst, and water is liquid in nature. If something is not liquid in nature, we cannot call it water. uh. If something is not quenching thirst, liquid in nature but not satisfying thirst, then it's not water, it could be anything else. So, likewise, we are carrying many dharmas. Hmm. Water, na, again, this thing, water, what? For it to be water, it has to be liquid. Hmm. And what? For it to be just water on top of liquid or alongside with liquid, it has to quench my thirst as well. Hmm. If it is not quenching my thirst, Could be liquid, but not quenching my thirst. So could be what, like milk or yogurt, or what, some fizzy drink, some sparkling drink. But nothing. Water is irreplaceable. No one can replace water. Likewise, the saturation of soul is in surrender to Krishna. It is irreplaceable, indispensable for us to be in that loving bond. Now, water, say something could be liquid, but not water. Huh? So what? How long can it quench our thirst? Lemonade, lemon drink, fizzy drink, but nothing can replace water. Likewise, we may have adopted so many dharmas, na? Like Devi Devta worship, huh? And other dharmas. So many religious occupational things we have taken on in our head. From where? दादी ने सुना, दादी ने कहा, मामी ने सुना. huh? Like, devotee share this example. What? Uh, a girl was going to get married, huh? A girl was going to get married, so big celebration, lots happening in the house, in the family, guests coming, 3 day, 4 day marriage ceremony affair. So parents and all very busy and very engaged, very nicely engaged, looking after that everything is going fine. Now the girl is getting ready and she's about to leave the room, say to go to the place, wedding place and all, in the garden, say where the marriage is taking place. Now the girl is getting ready, the bride. What happens in the room? A cat comes in. The window is open, say the cat comes in suddenly. And now the grandmother, seeing that cat has come in and bride is getting ready, what to do, and there's this wedding happening, lots of guests. Now, if the cat throws something, if the cat spills something, breaks something, or someone may get worried. So what does she do? She brings a basket. Grandmother, she gets a basket and puts that basket on top of the cat, so that cat is covered inside the basket. And then what does the grandmother say? Okay, bride, now you come out. Now you can come out. हाँ? तो ये basket dalna, and now bride come out. So fine, the bride is now coming out. The grandmother has said, okay, now come out and you go for the wedding now. So fine, she came out and she went for the wedding. And coming out, she saw what? Okay, yes, there's this basket and looks like some entity and all, living entity inside the basket. Fine, she went for the marriage. The fire yagya, the ceremony took place. Everything went off fine after wedding. Then later on, she asked the granddaughter asked the granny, "What happened?" Oh, that was a cat in the basket. I had to arrange first a basket for the cat. This is why I was not letting you come out straight. Huh? I was arranging first a basket to put the cat inside the basket, and then once that was done, then I opened the door for you to come out. Okay, fine. Now this girl, this bride, she herself got married. Now she has a daughter, hmm? And her daughter is now the time for her daughter to get married. अब आप लोग समझदार हो अब आप लोग you all are intelligent people now see what this girl is doing at her daughter's marriage. Hmm? Now her daughter is of marriageable age. Her daughter's marriage is fixed. Now her daughter is getting ready for the marriage. And what is this girl doing? Oh, hang on. The marriage cannot happen. Lock the door. The bride cannot come out. Why? Because we are missing a cat. Hmm. Cat has not come. I've got the basket. But there is no cat. बाबा कोई cat लेके आओ कोई एक बिल्ली पकड़ो बिल्ली लाओ कहीं से लाओ जिंदा बिल्ली लाओ मरी हुई बिल्ली लाओ कोई लाओ बिल्ली लाओ वरना कैसे जाएगी So hang on, we don't have a cat. Where is the cat? Part of the drill, part of the process is what? That a cat has to be there. Bring the cat. The girl is getting ready in the room. Everything is fine, but we are missing a cat. Oh, I did all the arrangements, but I just forgot the cat. Oh, Granny must be so upset with me. So find a cat. I've got the basket and do this. So this is what na Sarva Dharma. So many mental concoctions we are carrying in our head. So many mental concoctions, mentally made up ideas and visions of religion, say. of practice of religion or spirituality. So many confusions, so many this is tradition, na? From tradition coming along. Tradition, where does it come from? From granny, na? Grandmothers. Hear it and all tradition. And it comes about pratha bolte na, pratha chali aa rahi hai. Now we don't know. We are expert at beating about the bush. Rather than coming to the main thing, the essence and all, we just love going in circles and all, missing the essence. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, Arjuna, this is the essence. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Na? Mam means what? Unto me. Take just my shelter, Arjuna. I cannot afford to let you beat about the bush. I cannot afford to see you clueless in life. How you were mara mara bhaga bhaga phir raha tha na Arjun? Huh? How you were like running like a headless chicken, as they say in English. Huh? Huh? You are so confused what to do, what not to do. I cannot afford to see you like this, Arjuna. So s- surrender unto me, just surrender unto me. Hmm? Doesn't matter this 18 chapter 66 number sloka Krishna is saying. Na? Now, doesn't matter previous all these chapters, whatever I have said, whatever I have not said. Doesn't matter. Huh? If you were able to listen, if I said too much, if I said didn't say less and all, doesn't matter. Don't worry. You just surrender unto me. I will take care of everything. So sarva dharman parityajya. Na? Externally, physically, we have created so many dharma. Like water is there originally. Then what did we humans? Now we problems with us humans is we are too smart. We are not smart. We are too smart, and this too smart is a curse. Hmm? It is a curse. You know, when we speak with someone, suppose parents tell their child or teacher says to the student, "Oh my dear boy, you are too smart." Means it's not praising. It's like taunting the person. It's not a praise. When you tell someone, oh, she's too smart, means she's too cunning or too, she's not simple, she's not wise, she's too smart, means she's manipulative or like that. So it's not a praise when we tell someone to. And this is a curse with us humans. We try to act too smart. Bhagavatam, many places it says what? Be sufficiently intelligent, be adequately intelligent. Hmm? Not this over smart. So what did we do? Mm, Krishna provided us natural water, and with this water, we are fermenting and creating so many things, na? Alcohol and whatnot. Huh? Now, alcohol is also water, but it is not in its pure position, so it cannot quench our thirst. Rather, drinking alcohol will give us what? Headache, vomit, and lots of other troubles. Say. That is what the other dharmas, now so much mental concoctions we have created, or so much idea, phantasmagoria. What does phantasmagoria mean? Someone can check and let us know what does phantasmagoria mean. We have created so much of such visions, and this is why we struggle then. Confusion, confusion. Live in confusion altogether. So Krishna is saying Sarva Dharman Parityajana. Dharam means what? To love and serve Krishna. That is the our only occupational duty actually. That should be our only agenda, only priority. Mm, That should be our only focus. To love and serve Guru Gaurang, to love and serve Krishna, to love and serve Shastra. Then only we can understand properly. But leaving this we have adopted. Now look, within myself, this sarva dharman parityaja. Sarva means what? All, na? Krishna says, na, sarva sachaham hridaya sanimishto. Throughout, in every atom, he is at the center. And in every living entity, Krishna is at the center. Only Krishna can afford to be at the center, easily, naturally. Mm. It is not our capacity or position to be in the center. No. But if we bring Krishna in the center, then we get that central space with Krishna. Hmm? So, Sarva Dharma, now look within my existence, through my body. This is a question for all of us. See, through my body, through my intelligence, through my mind, through my heart, through my desires, through my speech, through my identity, through my aims, aspirations, attachment. Am I all in one line? No, I don't think so. Certainly for myself, I'm not in one line. So through my body, I'm carrying some dharmas, na? Dharma for the body, some moral duty, obligation, something for the body, some of my creations of the mind, do's and don'ts, rights and wrongs, and all of such things. Through my intelligence, through my ego, through my desires, aims, aspirations, hope, yearning, everything. So Krishna is saying all of that. Pack all of that, sarva dharman parityaja. Pack it up all together. Huh? Sankirtan, na? Sankirtan, what does it mean? Samyak roop se kirtan. Sankirtan means through body, mind, soul, all in one line. All in one line. Channelizing all one's identity, focus, everything towards Krishna, wholeheartedly. That Krishna is telling Arjuna, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. And this is why na power of Sangha, one and one can be two, or one and one can be 11 as well, depending how much synergy we create. So now Arjuna is with Krishna. Hmm? And what is happening? One and one not becoming two, one and one becoming 11 or unlimited. That much synergy. So that's Krishna is telling that give up, Arjuna, give up. So much of concoctions we carry in our mind. Like yesterday we were discussing, na, in India, this is widespread throughout India, na? Or today is Wednesday, no hair cutting, or today is Tuesday, no nail cutting, this and that, or today is this. Uh, our understanding of religion or dharma is on the surface only, na? Very much on the surface. But if we study Bhagavad Gita and associate with devotees, we'll understand. We'll find fascination altogether in this dialogue of Bhagavad Gita. Mahamekam Sharanam Vraja, Sarva Dharman Parityajana, Parityaja giving up, abandoning. Now, what do we need to abandon? Only our ignorance. Krishna is asking us to give up what? Our ignorance. Because whatever we have taken on board na is nothing but kachara, nothing but dust, nothing but ignorance, nothing but different layers of ignorance. That is what he's wanting to give up. And what can I possibly hold, or what can I take? Have I got the samarth? Have I got the capacity that okay, yes, I will take the next breath? Have I got that capacity even? Everything is given to me. Everything is provided to me via nature. Hmm? Krishna's arrangement via nature. So what can I give up? Only my ignorance is needed to be given up. Only that ignorance. That is what Krishna is saying. Hardly I'm holding on to anything good, na? So much of, see, growing up, media, friends, all this, and we take so much of concoctions in our mind. And that is what Krishna is saying. Sarva dharman parityaja ma ekam sharanam. Ekam. Now only. Not just like Mam Sharanam, only my shelter. Uh, a question: who is not taking shelter of Krishna? Who is not dependent on Krishna? Who is not surrendered on Krishna? Can anyone claim or say that he or she is not surrendered to Krishna? Can anyone claim or say that he or she is not dependent on Krishna?
Yes,
Hmm?
me. Theoretically,
Okay.
yes, but not practically. I don't see myself.
We all are surrendered to Krishna. We all are dependent on Krishna. We all are sheltered by Krishna. We cannot exist, but our nature of surrender is very indirect. Hmm. Our nature of shelter is very indirect. Hmm. Our nature of coexistence is very indirect. Say. We all are. If we are not surrendered to Krishna, we cannot exist, Baba. We cannot. Whatever is provided is directly or indirectly by Krishna. Na? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya dakshina prakriti suyate se characharam. Hetu nanina konteya jagat vipri vivartate. That by my arrangement, this material nature is providing by my arrangement. But that is an external arrangement of Krishna. Air we get, food we get, light we get, water we get, earth we get, and all. So we all are taking shelter of it. We all are taking shelter of our karmas, are we not? We all are taking shelter of our desires. We are surrendered to our karma. We are surrendered to our desires. We are surrendered to our thoughts. Uh, We cannot live without surrender. We cannot live without taking shelter. We cannot live independently. No. But thing is, in that all this, na, there's a huge mood of revolt. Hmm. There's a big mood of revolt, revolution, or egoistic conflict. We are not surrendered out of love, out of heart, uh, out of will. And this is why the separation. Love begins with surrender. Na? Love means samarpan. Without surrender, no love. Uh, Without surrender, no service. Without surrender, no love. Uh, What sort of love is there if there is no surrender? Prabhupada gives this beautiful example. Na? Husband comes home from work. Husband comes home from work, huh? And ask what? Okay, bring me a glass of water, or a glass of water. And wife is doing everything. Oh wow, you look so good. Look, the weather is so good and all. I love you so much. Yeah, I love you a lot. Look, let's take a selfie. And husband is wanting what? A glass of water. Hmm? I show you this Facebook. I show you this like and furthermore and all. But what is the thing? Oh, I love you so much. You are great. You look after us so much. Uh, this nice house and everything. Wow, you care so much. Yeah, I need a glass of water. I'm quite thirsty. Yes, but first hear me now. I love you. I'm telling you. Why don't you understand? Does this not get in your head? I'm loving you. And you are after glass. Uh, So that sort of thing. The sort of relationship we carry with Krishna is more of a hide and seek. As in, okay, we know someone who has got the power, who has got the thing, and we want thing, so we take it and we run away. That is the level of surrender or relationship. Na? As some saintly personality has said, na, we want the kingdom of God, but without God. And we want all the package that comes along with it, all the fun, all the enjoyment, all the freedom, but without God. Ah, and we are after na again mm, terribly we are terribly self-obsessed. Some are stuck up in mundane sense gratification, and then others are stuck up where, oh, when will I learn to levitate? When can I start levitating? When can I start projecting myself from here to there? All such things. So we all are just wanting what? Self-appraisal. Appraisal in our consciousness only. So this is the real sheer kindness of Krishna, that he is telling us, you rascal, surrender. That is his kindness, that he is telling us. One of the message of Bhagavad Gita is what? कि लल्लू लाल अपनी औकात समझ और अपनी औकात में आ. I don't know how best to put it in Hindi. In English. Some of you may please try. Hmm. कृष्ण इज सेइंग लल्लू लाल अपनी औकात समझ और अपनी औकात में रह अपनी औकात में आ. औकात is a very strong word in Hindi. It's a very strong word. If you speak someone, tell someone, essentially again someone can improve this, correct this further or refine this. Auqat is like understand your position or your limit and be within your limit. Stay in your position. Know what is your limit and never try to, don't even think to transgress your limit. Hmm. So that kind of Krishna is telling that understand who you are. And it's not in an egoistic sense that you are not God or you cannot do this. No, that I am the big boss. Krishna is the big boss. The sooner we find our comfort with it, much better. The sooner we realize this. Otherwise, we will be realizing this through by school of going through a school of hard knocks. Going through a school of hard knocks, meaning लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते ना, then माया थपेड़े देगी ना तब समझ में आएगा. By going through very bad karma, hmm, One is like by going through purification, but through punishment. Hmm. By being punished so much and then purification. Hmm. So that Krishna is saying, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Now, to give up what? Our ignorance, uh, our cheating mentality. The separation between us and Krishna is not ignorance. Ignorance is fine. Ignorance is okay. See, at school, if someone is ignorant, okay, pardon, na? Oh, fine, he didn't know. Fine, okay. Even in court of law say, okay, there is some fine involved, but ignorant, na, I didn't know by mistake. Fine. But this cheating is always in knowledge. Cheating is never in ignorance. One can never cheat in ignorance. Cheating is always done in conscious state. So this is Krishna saying, consciously accept me, do not deny me. Hmm. So who is this message for? Us studying Bhagavad Gita predominantly, not the person on the street who could be in ignorance. Fine, he doesn't need help. I need help. Huh? It's so look, preaching to oneself is most difficult. Preaching to other, what's the big deal? I can give so many lessons to my mother. Easy. Why don't you do like this? Why don't you do like that? How come? How many times have I told you, mother, stop this habit? How many? So it's so easy to preach others, but to preach myself is most difficult. So someone on the streets, see, easy to see. Oh wow, he's into all sorts of things. And am for myself, how much saintly have I become? Say, so this cheating is the only veil, only parda between us and Krishna. Ignorance is fine, but now is consciously cheating. So this is why at gross level is fine. Gross level, okay, there's a lifestyle change and a makeover change. Na? Externally, dhoti kurta, this dressing and tilak and all fine. Now internal change is needed even more. Mm. So that is Krishna saying that surrender unto me fully. Take my shelter. We all are sheltered. No one can deny. No one can deny that I do not need any shelter. I'm not taking any shelter. Uh, no one can deny that I'm not dependent on anyone. We all are dependent. We all are dependent on material nature because we do not have that affinity and bond with Krishna. This is why our limit is what? Universe or material nature. And here Krishna is telling directly, Ma Mekam. Krishna is a person, God is a person, a spiritual being, top to bottom altogether, toe to head. Hmm? Everything about Krishna is spirit, no matter. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. Uh, Pap means what? Sinful reactions. So do not worry. One thing is what we worry. Why do we worry? Because we are materially attached. We are materially attached. This is why we worry. For someone who is not materially attached, no worry. If no material attachments, where is the worry? If something goes away or if something comes also, if one is not materially attached. And this is why day to day job, studies, everything can become. Na? Our motivation level is we are very uh, fear blocked, heavily blocked by fear. So Krishna is saying, surrender to a conditioned soul sounds quite heavy, okay, but do not worry, do not fear. Uh, Take my shelter. I will relieve you. And we all would have experienced growing up, going school and all. Okay, I'm fearful of teacher or principal. Fine, my mother when she comes, it will be okay. Or I picked on a fight with some boys in the neighborhood. Fine, my parents, I know they will be fine. So it is finding that shelter, finding that shelter. A bacteria is live. See, every living entity is living in their proper shelter. Hmm? A dog we discussed na the other day. What does a dog do? Bow bow. Na? Bark. He barks properly. He does not do meow meow or moo moo like cat or cows. No. Dog is properly living in its proper say consciousness, dog consciousness. Properly living by its nature. We are not. We are not. We have created so much of attachments, na material attachments that leads to fear. That leads to fear. So Krishna is saying, do not worry. Give up this fear. Do not worry what wrong will happen. Nothing wrong will happen. I will take care. So through this Arjuna's Kshatriya spirit, Krishna is protecting his Atma spirit. uh, by honoring your Kshatriya dharma. So for the world, external world, you are a warrior, act as a warrior. That is for the external one. Yes, you did your job fine, you did your duty fine. Krishna is not interested in that. Internally, he is interested in the Atma dharma of Arjuna. Hmm? And he's raising that Atma dharma of Arjuna. We see, look, this Sarva Dharman Parityajana, various places from scriptures tell one devotee of Krishna who was persecuted, say, who had to go through torture, who had to face defeat. Hmm? Any devotee of Krishna who is sheltered, impossible. We don't find anyone. Prahlad Maharaj, so much of torture was done to him by his own father. Still, nothing. This is not even a blade of grass moves without the will of Krishna, na? Without the sanction of the Lord. Likewise, how much torture one can do on Prahlad Maharaj, still nothing affected him. Through his consciousness, he was fully surrendered. So we do not find any personality in scripture who is surrendered to Krishna and yet had to bear this defeat, say, or had to give up life, say that, something like that. No, no. We see what? Draupadi. hmm, Now, Draupadi, we all know from Mahabharata, a queen, right? Draupadi. Now, she was in the royal family, in that royal palace, in that royal assembly. And what happened? Brothers within the royal family and other kings associated, they decided to have a gambling match. And they invited the Pandavas, Krishna's friend Arjuna, and the Pandavas to come for this gambling match and play this match. And a bit fast forward, say what is happening? The gambling match is going on. And what is there? Alcohol is also being served. Drinks and all going on. And possibly some cheerleaders, cheer girls, na, as we see in some sports, and also some all these things happening. A very, very low, very intense level of say sense gratification happening. And in this what? One's intelligence gets spoiled altogether. Definitely. So because of this environment, what they put to gamble, what? The chaste, loyal Draupadi. And now that, okay, Draupadi, you have lost your wife. Now she's our property. And those, the miscreants, they are trying to disrobe her altogether. Hmm? They're trying to disrobe her in that assembly where big kings and all are assembled. What does Draupadi do? She looks at her husband. Hmm? And their husband keeps their eye down. आंख नीचे कर लेते ना, they are not able to make eye contact. What does she do next? She looks at the other uh, general leaders and military leaders and all assembled there. They are all not able to see eye to eye Draupadi. She looks at the king, who is also not helpless, or not willing to offer suggestion. Indirectly, everyone is pointing Draupadi to where? To Krishna. That we are helpless, we are limited. And Draupadi is demonstrating how to call out Govind, how to call out Krishna, how to call out Madhav Keshava. She called out Krishna in that helplessness state. See, call can be made only in helplessness state. We can never to call to Krishna thinking that I am all right. Impossible. Thinking that I am fine. So it is the paradox to realize that I am in such a helpless condition. If one can realize his nakedness, if one can realize his helplessness state, if one can realize his true dependence on Krishna, he can make it. Arjuna realized this. Draupadi realized this. So with both her hands up, hmm, she was trying to hold on to her dress first with both hands. How much power has she got? Was not able to manage. Then lifted one hand. Then what? Lifted another hand. Both her hands up. That is not demonstrating Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Okay, I am now completely sheltered by Krishna. I have taken your shelter only. And what happened? Huh? The sari, it got into unlimited cloth. Unlimited. Huh? Unlimited. There was no end to it. So there is no end to mercy, provided I learn how to surrender. Just provided I learn to develop this desire to surrender. Furthermore, we see what? Uh, Before Krishna's appearance, there was a Akashvani. So there was this voice in the sky which made an announcement that Kamsa, King Kamsa, the eighth child of Devaki will kill you. He will kill you. So Kamsa, what did he do? Knowing that his sisters, the miscreant king, knowing that his sister's eighth child is going to kill him, what did he do? He puts in prison his sister and sister-in-law. Okay, you stay in prison. And the deal was what? Vasudev, the Devki's husband, he comes to an arrangement. He comes to a deal. Again, a bit fast forward, say he comes to a deal with Kamsa. You have problem with our children, right? You do not have problem with my wife in particular or with me in person. You have the problem with the children who come out of us. Fine. So what we'll do? We will give you as soon as the child is born. We'll bring the child to you and we'll let you decide whatever you want to do with the child. So Kamsa was very happy and he had that trust as well that yes, he's a genuine loyal person. He wouldn't. He will keep his promise. Huh? He wouldn't break his promise. So fine, we what arrangement did you do? Look how rascal he arranged them to live in a prison. Even in the royal palace, could have given them a good room, na? No, stay in prison. Okay, fine. Them lived in prison. First child was born, and very what's the thing? Genuinely, trust, truthfully, very genuinely, very truthfully. What did he do? He took the first child to the king, Kamsa. Hmm? Kamsa was very pleased. Wow, your first child is born. You brought the first child. And what does he do, Kamsa, that rascal? The first child, he smashes on the wall, smashes him straight on the wall. How atrocious, no? And the child dies. Now the father goes back crying. The mother is crying. Look at their hearts. Second child, same story. Third child, fourth child, Krishna appeared now. Then third child, second child, same story. Third, fourth child, same story. Fourth, fifth, sixth, same story. Vasudev is taking the child to Kamsa king, and the king is happy with that you have bought the child, and does what? Same thing, smashes the child on the wall. Child passes away. Same. Now when Krishna appears. Does Kamsa take Krishna to king? King does Vasudev take Krishna to Kamsa? No, not at all. Yeah? That is like सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य. भाड़ में जाए ऐसी promise. हाँ, भाड़ में गए कोई promise है? So that is Kamsa is saying. That's mundane morality. Okay, fine. I gave you a moral promise, right? I gave you a moral vow. The child is born, I will bring it to you. Child is born, I will bring it to you. He did this, kept this moral vow. Fine. But when Krishna appeared, do hell with that moral vow. Huh? We are not mundane moralists. कमसा अरे कोई देगा क्या भगवान को देखो लाला है वो उसको कमसा को देगा क्या प्रसाद के भेंट में सो दैट इज कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस मीन्स व्हाट टू टेक केयर ऑफ कृष्णा टू लुक आफ्टर कृष्णा to give shelter to krishna to give protection to krishna that is the further very evolved high stage of krishna consciousness. Uh, in this world also we experience na if we are giving shelter to someone we find such a good joy wow such a peace in ourselves although at human level only human relationships but when we give shelter to someone huh? When we give protection to someone when we care and when we say someone do not worry I am there I am behind you I am after you do not worry we find so peace. Na? Huh? So when we give shelter to Krishna, say when we practice, meditate on these thoughts, say, we cannot assimilate what boundless joy and peace will receive. We cannot just assimilate. So this Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Vasudev, he did not first child, second child. Okay, fine. He was truthful. He kept his promise. But we are not after truth or lie. No. Even if we have to speak a white lie that fulfills the cause and agenda of Krishna, we speak that white lie. Whatever serves the. So this is Krishna is saying. Do not worry about the war. Do not worry about the sinful and all. Just surrender unto me. I will take care of everything. Free you from sins altogether. Huh? If you just surrender. And love is in surrender. Without surrender, no love. How can we expect without surrender any love? Without surrender is what? It's just lip service or it's just flattery. It's just a emotionally playing with someone. Very harmful, very poor, very low, emotionally playing with someone's emotions. Okay, maybe I'll take a pause. Any thoughts, questions, or comments or clarifications?
We will, Prabhuji. I got one question. Is it okay if I
Mhm.
ask now? Or
Now is good.
okay. So, as you said that unless we are in misery, we do not recognize Krishna's energy, right? So, I have seen many people, like when if someone loses their close ones, at that time, someone goes to uh, like they go to God, and similarly other someone else, they will stop doing puja part and they will stop believing in God. So is my question making sense?
It is the association is which is the gap. Mm. Association is the gap. So people na worldwide see in this your question only. Why do people go to church, temple, mosque, and places of worship? Predominantly by fear, heavily by fear. Hmm? Motivation. If I don't go to Friday for prayers, if I don't go to Sunday for mass, or if I don't go temple, oh, I'm sure that day I did not do that fasting, and this is why I'm receiving this thing. Matlab, God has only this matter na, to keep an account and check, okay, he did not fast that day. So let me give him this trouble. Is this the only job God has got? So because we are driven by fear na, heavily. So that is our level of religious practice. That sort of thing. And with this we go when we are disturbed, we go to God, and then okay, God, you took this away from us, or we go. That becomes kind of our motivation. And what with time things settle down, we are back to our normals. Then we forget God also. So association is the key. That slight faith is there. Hmm? On the distress, na, that slight faith is there. Someone who is distressed, someone who is lacking in good health, someone who is lacking in money, someone who is lacking in good mental peace, okay, he will want to try to understand. But if he doesn't find a good association company, what he will try for a bit and then come back to his square one, the same position where he was. Hmm, it's all myth. Oh, it doesn't work and all. I will do it my way and all. Huh? But Krishna says, na, someone who is distressed, someone who is inquisitive, someone who is knowledge, someone who is lacking, they come to me. Uh, one who is not so distressed, like in we see Western advanced economies, rampant atheism. Na? Why there's so much of money and material capacity will build. We don't need as such. We are not dependent on anyone and all. Okay, Krishna consciousness good for you. If it works for you, good for you. Whatever works for you. So people have this. People are looking to love or serve someone or the other, provided if we find a good association, someone who can help us along the way. Does that somewhat answer your question, Deepti? Because of lack of that person's availability, say, then we again go back to our thing. Uh, Our relationship with Krishna, with God, is what more of a order supplier. Uh, like there's this Uber Eats and so many other such things. Na online, you make a phone call or delivery. Okay, grocery delivery. Can you deliver me these 10 items and by 7 p.m. today? Fine. Uh, so as long as our deliveries are met, fine. We love God. But once deliveries are not met, then gone. But what says this beautiful example, right? Old lady in hot summertime, noontime. Now she's gone to forest to get some woods, to bring it to her hut, to bring it to her house, to burn wood and make some food. So now she's returning home, carrying a big load of sticks, wooden sticks in her hand, on her head, in a basket. And what happens on the way back? Some sticks fall over. They fall to the ground here and there a bit, and she's so tired, sweating, scorching heat. What does she do? With intense mood, she prays to Krishna. With a real call, with real helplessness, she prays to Krishna. She calls to Krishna for help. But what does she ask? Krishna, can you help me pick those sticks and put it back in my bundle on my head and actually just tie the basket nicely so that do not fall over? That is our limit. When we are in pain, we pray, oh Krishna, let Italy win this football game. Hmm? Oh Krishna, let me have this job and all. So we ask God, but what do we ask? Matter. Look at our foolishness, na? मांग के भी क्या मांगा पत्थर ही मांगा ना भगवान से सोचो hmm? We do ask God, but what do we ask God? Where are you? Huh? God, what are you doing? I told you I need these many items. I have still not received it. What are you doing? Where are you? Are you there or not? But how many times do we ask God, how are you? Hmm? Hardly. Hardly. So we are not interested in God, but we are interested from God. Huh? हमें भगवान नहीं चाहिए, भगवान से चाहिए। अब वो कोई भी दे दो, हमारे लिए वही भगवान है भाई। मोदी जी दे दे, मोदी जी भगवान है ना? कोई भी दे दे, any person in the street who fulfill my desire, okay, he or she is God to me. We don't want God as such, we want from God. And what do we want? We want matter from God. This is why there is separation. So Krishna is saying, surrender unto me, then I will give you the brain, what you need to ask from me, what can I offer to you, and furthermore. Is that okay, Deepti? Aishwarya, were you saying something? And Rajshri, were you saying something?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So
Mm.
you were telling about the Devaki and Vasudev's children being killed by Kamsa. So why did these children meet that kind of horrible death, and who were these other children of Devaki and Vasudev?
You know, right? Who were these other children of Devaki and Vasudeva? So question is like, why were these children receiving such horrible fates? Many things in life, see, we cannot understand through our logic and intellect. And the sooner we give up our material logic and intellect, much better it will be. And if we just pray for mercy or become beggars of mercy. And even then, our mind and capacity, we do not have capacity to assimilate everything. But say here, na, Devki, Vasudev, they are paving the path for Krishna's appearance, for Krishna's arrival. Mm. So that Kamsa, his atrocities are very high, but they have still not reached the epitome. They're still not that sky high. Uh, And also, for the Lord to arrive, for the Lord to manifest or appear, say, we need to get rid of some unwanted things which we are having. So Acharyas describe now these six children, they symbolize or represent what? This vanity, lust, pride, greed, anger, envy. They all have to be smashed. They have to be given up completely. Mm, how much is the separation between us and Krishna? Say in physical distance wise. Hardly any. Ito narsingo, yato yami, tato narsingo. Na? How much is the separation? Physically also speaking, hardly any. Na? We have such an eternal bond. Our mind cannot assimilate how strongly we are eternally connected physically, say. But this gap is in our consciousness. What are we harboring in our consciousness? Lust, pride, greed, anger, envy, illusion, furthermore, vanity, whatnot. eh? So those all have to be smashed. Those have to be cleared out. eh? And once cleared out, and then later, na, in Krishna's pastime, Krishna got back those sons, na, got back those children of Devaki. Na? He brought them back. And also the demons and such whom Krishna killed na, in Krishna's Leela also. And they were what? In previous lives, they were big sages, may not be necessarily like bhaktas, but big sages, transcendentalists. But they committed offense towards some sadhus in their practice. So then they received a curse that, okay, take this curse, you become a demon and all. And because they were sages, practitioners, they realized their fault. So they prayed and said, please forgive us. So fine, they said, okay, you will get darshan of Krishna, Krishna will kill you. Like that. So yeah, these six children, this is why na, Devki Vasudev paving the way, path for Krishna, for his arrival appearance. And also Kamsa's atrocities, they come to such a epitome that yes, now Krishna has to appear. So Krishna appeared, Krishna in Vishnu form, Krishna although appeared in Golok Vrindavan, but we'll discuss another day. Uh, and to uh, Again, he appeared what? Main what? Paritranay sadhunam. To console, to give heart, solace to the sadhus, to the saintly people. And as a, say, as a secondary reason, to kill Kamsa, to kill all the dushta, all the miscreants. Does that somewhat answer your question, Rajshri?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What were you saying, Aishwarya? You're on mute. Okay. Pip also had something to say. Okay, so we'll see what Aishwarya has to say. Sarva Dharman fear, na? Our fear is because of material attachments. And fear is because of what? We see things in scarcity. It is less, it is less. That makes us fearful. That creates a sense of anxiety in us. Hmm? Scarcity. And actually, there is what? Abundance altogether. Hmm? If we just become Krishna conscious. Where is scarcity? We started na Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. Anant means unlimited. No scarcity. Krishna's names unlimited. Krishna's glories unlimited. Krishna's pastimes unlimited. Krishna's entourage unlimited. Krishna's spiritual world altogether unlimited. Krishna's mercy unlimited. Ah, we will never find ourselves like jealous or envious if we can see that There's unlimited mercy. Unlimited mercy. How can we then be jealous or envious? Why does jealousy creep in? Why does competition or enviousness, all this creeps in? Why? Because we think, see, what, there's only one chair and two participants, so become jealous. Hmm? But in this path of Krishna consciousness, we all are winners. All. In societal world, there is only one winner, rank one, only one person. Huh? But in pure Krishna consciousness, everyone is a winner. Everyone, all of us. So it is developing this vision that abundance, mercy is in abundance. One who can appreciate it. Okay, any other thoughts, questions, or comments, or any clarification?
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
So basically, like I have a doubt regarding I couldn't attend yesterday's class completely. So why does Krishna say that I am supreme? Like no one should ever say from their own uh, that I am the best, right? I know my
This is
doubt is
our.
very childish, but I don't know. I had this doubt,
This is a
and
big problem with secularism. But I let you complete.
yeah, and then in like in one more shloka, he had said that not Rama, not Varaha, like all are avatars of Vishnu, right? And
Hmm.
Krishna is also the also an
Krishna is
avatar
the
of Vishnu.
avatari. Krishna is the avatari, is the mool avatar, is the mool source, is the mool Vishnu, the original Vishnu. Hmm. Okay, continue still though.
So why not worship the other avatars and why only Krishna? Like, yeah, that's
Okay,
my doubt. Yeah.
okay. So two questions. One is why is Krishna so puffed up? Huh? Why is Krishna saying me, me, me? I am the supreme. That's the question, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is he lying though? बोल भी रहे हैं तो क्या झूठ बोल रहे हैं क्या? Krishna is saying, he says, na, like if we see 10 chapter, pretty much 70-80% of the chapter is like, I am this, I am that. I am the best, I am the best, I am the best. Huh? And other places in more in 9th and 10th chapter, Krishna says, I am this, I am that, I am that. So it is a favor Krishna is doing upon us. First of all, is there any wrong? Is he lying? People us say, na, oh, I'm your best friend. But what do? We ditch that person. Huh? We cause harm to that person. We say what, I'm your best well-wisher. But we don't know what is best for us, what can we wish best for others. Hmm? We say, okay, I'm the best driver, but I don't know. Huh? I'm the best player, but I don't. Huh? So we say, but we do not live by it. There's huge gaps, holes in our speaking and acting. Look now, huge gap in what I believe and what I live by. I profess so much of morality, but I don't live by that. So much of gap. But in Krishna, there is no such gap, Aishwarya. Hmm? No such gap. He says, no, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. I'm the source of everything. I'm the source of all material and spiritual emanation. What is the now, Aishwarya? This this is the favor of Krishna if he is revealing, sharing this to us. Now see this in this light. Hmm? You work for a company, right? Now if the CEO comes and tells, I am the CEO of this company, I'm holding a meeting, I started this company, and now I have made this company grow into 100,000 staff. I made this company work in 100 countries. I've made this company the top in New York Stock Exchange. Hmm? I've made this much of money. Hmm? And all. Now is the CEO, is he wrong in saying that?
No.
No, no. Now see, if the CEO does not tell that, Madam Aishwarya, I am the CEO, huh? Will he be doing a favor or unfavor to you, say? भगवान अगर अपना स्वयं का ही परिचय नहीं दे हमें तो देखो कितनी बड़ी जागती होगी ना. If Krishna, he himself does not reveal himself to us, if he does not give his identity to us, is it not a जागतिक क्या बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में? Is it not a injustice? Hmm? Will it not be an injustice to us if Krishna not given us Shastra? Hmm? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, what does it say? Maya Mugdha Jivere Nahi Swata Krishna Gyan. Jivere Kripa Koila Krishna Veda Puran. Maya Mugdha. We are Maya Mugdha Jivna means haunted by material desires, heavily caught up in illusion, na? Conditioned souls. So we do not know our real identity. What is our real identity? So to bless us, Krishna gave us what? Bhagavad Gita. He had this dialogue with Arjuna. Otherwise, so much of injustice would have prevailed upon us. मारे मारे भटके फिरते ना. Who is Krishna? What is life? Why this all confusion? All confusion because we do not know God. And now Arjuna is realizing his relationship with Krishna and he is finding life altogether. Now see this Aishwarya, parents. hmm? Parents also tell their children na, what? That I am the boss of this house. I am the owner. huh? I make food. I give you food. hmm? I give you this dress. I have bought this for you. Now, are parents wrong in educating or disciplining child like that? Of course, parents are not telling it out of an ego that look, child, you are who are you? You are so small, so tiny. What is your capacity? I am your provider. Not with that ego, but to help the child appreciate the relationship, the bond. Now, if the parents do not discipline the child or if the parents do not inculcate such values, are they doing a favor or injustice on the child? What do you say, Ashwarya?
Like, um, it's right on their part to tell that we have bought certain things for them. That's correct.
So, what is incorrect? I
No, no,
see a
what
but there. Huh?
no, what parents are doing is correct. That's
So, similar is Krishna doing, na? Helping us, telling us what? Pita hamasya jagato mata data pitamaha. Huh? Furthermore, aham karta. Furthermore, no? Krishna is telling Gati Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Surat Sritam that I am the destination, I am the goal, I am the sustainer, I am the maintainer. Nothing exists without me. Matas parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. As pearls strung on a thread, I am holding everything. Now this is Krishna's real ego. But in the name of say secularism, na everything hodgepodge. That why do you have to bring God? Why does God have to say that I am God and all? It will be an injustice on us if Krishna does not reveal himself to us. He is revealing himself to us to give us to do a favor upon us, not for himself. He is aptakam, he is aptaram, he is self-satisfied. And even look na, even now we are so in revolt na. Even though Krishna is said in Bhagavad Gita clear throughout scriptures also, but yet are we not still holding back and revolting? na? And even though doing this is why na Krishna he appreciates the culture. He doesn't come personally. Hmm? He appears what as a Paramatma. Hmm? As Paramatma residing in our heart. He appears that. Then he appears as Brahma also. Yes, in the universal creation expansion in every atom. He appears what? As a Shastra scriptures. Then he appears like as Guru, devotee. huh? Helping us, okay, grow in the journey now. Fine, you are at the level now just to not even take into scriptures. Fine. When you find your feet, when you find your comfort, then furthermore. And when devotee association comes, then direct divine intervention comes in one's life. Hmm. And then, yes, a sadhaka is ready to take on Krishna. Otherwise, until then, he's not ready actually, and Krishna is happily waiting. The most patient personality, na Krishna. हाँ, देखो इतना सब कुछ होने पे भी happening all of this, Krishna has never shunned us and he can never shun us also. Never. And it's not like he's raising any complaint. No. Hmm. So it is a favor Krishna is doing by revealing himself to us, by telling about himself to us. A big, big favor so that we can understand his message, we can read his message, we can understand Krishna, we can know Krishna, we can fall in love with Krishna. Look, job na working. Now, if there is no training given, hmm, if there is no understanding given, no theoretical, no practical knowledge given, and you don't know who is your boss, what problem will it be? Bolo, hiring कर लो company में से, but don't know who is the boss. Where, whom do we report? How do we interact? How do we understand things? So if problem us when we say na I am the boss, I am the rich, but we cannot hold on to our truth. The other day we become poor. Hmm? One day beautiful, one day ugly. Hmm? One day happy, one day sad. We struggle to keep up with our these promises or with our statements. But unlike Krishna, no, unlike Krishna, no. So it is a real Krishna is giving us a call that look, you are searching for me only, and we share an eternal bond. Hmm? Krishna is Ananda Vigraha, likewise us also. Hmm? We just need to develop in our bhav, in our mood. Does that answer your question somewhat, Aishwarya?
Yes.
So the other part, na, Krishna is the Mool avatar. Krishna is the avatari, na? He is the Mool Narayan. Huh? So, and Krishna expands. He expands into Lord Vara, Lord Vaman, Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Narsingh Avatar, Ram Avatar, hmm, for to relish different pleasures, to relish different varieties of pleasures, for different moods, hmm, for different moods. All this he expands for his different rasas and different leelas, say. Although Leela is done in Krishna only, others also there is Leela, but the Madhurya is very Sankuchit there. But Krishna is the source Narayan, he is the Mool Narayan. Does that somewhat answer, Aishwarya?
Yeah. I just have one query on this. So, like you're saying, Krishna is the Mooldhar, like as in the main god, and the others are like part of Krishna. Like he has taken those avatars to.
Okay, I'll let you complete, huh?
So, what I feel, like my question is, like many people that I know who are Krishna followers, I don't know, I can't say respect or something, but other forms of God, they're like, हम कृष्णा को जानते हैं तो दूसरों को क्यों जानना, like that भाव many people have, but ये भी तो हमें जानना चाहिए ना कि कृष्णा is the creator, कृष्णा ने ही उनको भी बनाया है, ऐसा नहीं कि like we know Vishnu is the creator, so he like he created everything, so like having equal amount of love or respect for other forms that Krishna has created must be present, right?
देखो ऐश्वर्या जी, you cannot have equal amount of love for two different personalities. Love is very concentrated. Attachment ना, it is very concentrated. Love तो उससे भी ज़्यादा concentrated है. Love is even more concentrated ना. हाँ. So Krishna is the Mool Narayan. Then Lord Ram, Lord Ram is Krishna, but in a different mood. Hmm. Lord Narsinga is Krishna, but in a different mood. Hmm. Lord Vara is Krishna in a different mood. Vaman is Krishna. Vaman अवतार ना द्वार अवतार. हाँ, भगवान को थोड़ी भीख मांगने की मन हुई तो वामन अवतार लेके आए भीख मांगने का रस चखने के लिए. हाँ, that what is it like to beg, to ask, mendicant, become a mendicant and beg. So Krishna appeared as Vaman avatar. Huh? Krishna appeared as Lord Ram to experience what it is to be living in Maryada, in restriction. Hmm. So one wife. And Krishna in his Nij Roop, original form, we read in the Parapatna, in his original form, Shyam Sundar Roop, he's Swachhand. He's completely independent. No rules and regulations as such. So Krishna is demonstrating, अरे दीवाने मुझे पहचानो कहाँ से आया मैं हूँ कौन है ना मैं हूँ डॉन. Krishna is the real Dawn. Not in that negative connotation, but Krishna is the real Dawn. And we understand Amari Okad. So it is in these different moods. Krishna is like us also, we carry different mood. Na? On a weekend, our mood changes. Weekdays, different mood. Going to work, slightly different mood. Coming home from work, different mood. So Prabhupada says like Krishna when he's in office, he's Lord Vishnu. Huh? Lord Vishnu does all the maintenance, all this looking into the cosmos and all. That is Krishna only in Vishnu form, in Vishnu mood, Vishnu form. And when Krishna is at home, he is Krishna. When Vishnu is at home, say he is Krishna. Now Krishna, what does he do in Vrindavan? No? He does Leela only, pastimes. Playing with his friends, Brajvasis, that thing. And these are all Vishnu avatar. These are all Vishnu Tattva. And we are what? Jiva Tattva. We are living entities, including demigods, Devi Devta. Ah, Lord Shiva has his own Tattva, Shiv Tattva. Rest, Brahma, living entity, Jeev Tattva. Devi Devta, they are maintaining the cosmos, cosmological affairs and all. So, of course, us, we should respect each and every living entity. And what to speak of demigods? They are carrying a big portfolio in Krishna's creations. Hmm. So, yes, due respect to every living, but love is different. Mahaprabhu teaches us what to respect each and every living entity, but we cannot love each and every living entity. Also, we cannot love equally Lord Ram and Lord Krishna. No, that is hodgepodge बाबा फिर. लव बहुत कंसंट्रेटेड होता है ना, बहुत एकांतिक होता है भाव ना. Very deep, absorbed, concentrated bhav is what love. Now these are in words only. This has not become our realization. This is in words. Something to fit a definition in my mind, to assimilate, to somewhat to see. Love is anirvachaniya. Anirvachaniya meaning inexplicable. It cannot be explained in words. Hmm. But something to fit, give a definition, say, for my mind to capture. So we cannot equally love, say, these different forms of Krishna. Huh? Because when we become more saturated in bhav or saturated in attachment, then we are attracted to a particular bhav, a particular rasa, a particular mood, say. Huh? Krishna or Vara or Vaman or Narsinga Bhagwan. Otherwise, there's hodgepodge, na? See, Krishna wants us fully. है He's very possessive, the most possessive. So he wants us exclusive, wholly. It's not like, okay, 75% here, 25% there. Does this answer your question somewhat, Aishwarya?
Yes, yeah.
So I have one question. आप लोग think of it. If you want to answer today, otherwise answer another day. Maybe some of you might know, we might have shared before also. What is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary? Hmm? What is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary? And what would Krishna want us to be? Does he want us to be ordinary or extraordinary? Hmm? This is two questions. What is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary? And what does Krishna want us to be? Does he want us to be ordinary or extraordinary? Think of it, and maybe tomorrow, whenever, share. See, we'll try to address more this. uh, For now, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja. The separation between us and Krishna is again this cheating propensity. Hmm. Because we cheat, so we defend ourselves. Hmm. This defending propensity is very hugely ingrained intact in us. We do not defend our spiritual identity. Where we have our right, what needs defending is our pure dharma of loving and serving Krishna. We do not defend that. But we defend what? Ourselves, which keeps us in a peaceful, secured position. Now, defense is the best attack, something like that. Best attack is to defense, या ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, attack is the best defense, yeah, whichever way. But this defense is a killer actually. So defending mentality is not good. Hmm. Why do we defend? Because we have some agenda to defend ourselves. Now see this. Speaking na, Ramayan, we see there's this take this pastime say this, yeah. What there is a boy, a man, a boy, and he's quite lazy, Sam. But he likes to eat a lot. So what does he do? He's not looking for a job or doing much studies and all, staying in the house, and he likes to eat a lot. He likes food, good foodie. But parents are fed up, upset with him. Parents are telling what? कि नालायक घर से बाहर निकल कुछ कर. Do something. You're just occupying space in the house. Don't live like a furniture in the house. Contribute, do something, make a life. So parents, day in, day out, kind of shout at him. Uh, Fine, he has been taken for some months and all, but now he says, okay, enough. I have some self-esteem, dignity. I will move out. Fine. I will see how I settle with food. Where do I get food? Parents say, yes, okay, fine. Go out and manage your food. We are fed up cooking for you. Fine. He goes out of the house, and where does he go? Say Chitrakoot, nearby place. He goes to Chitrakoot, and he sees many ashram temple there. So he goes to a temple there, sits in the temple for some time, and then what? Call happens. Okay, prasadam time. Bell rings. Go, everyone, take prasadam, take food. So fine. The goes take prasadam. Now he also like, oh, am I can I also come take prasadam? Yes, of course. So he's also joining the prasadam queue, taking prasadam. Can I also get seconds? Yes, of course, why not? Wow, he says, wow, that's great. I'm getting seconds, I'm getting thirds. At home I don't get seconds. Here I'm being fed seconds and thirds, so great. He takes prasadam, and then he speaks with the devotee in the temple. So they ask, okay, oh, I'm looking for a shelter actually. Oh, is it? Are you? Okay, fine. Live in our ashram, stay. Really? And what have we got to do? Well, what have you got to do? Wake up early in the morning, come to the temple, take Mangal Aarti, attend morning program, listen to class, do Guru Puja, and then after that, take Prasad. And then do some services. Someone will give some services, a bit of cleaning and this and that. And then again Bhoga Aarti, attend Aarti. And then what? Take Prasad. Wow. And then maybe take some rest. And then what? Again do some cleaning, and then evening Gora Aarti, and then take Prasad. Wow, this is good arrangement. 3 times lovely Prasadam. And what, attending Aarti and all fine, no problem. This Kirtan, I will sit in the temple and attend. So he agreed to it, and he lived in the temple. And then what happened? This thing, uh, 1 week, 10 days went by. He was liking it very much. Getting prasadam na baba, seconds, thirds, and all. No one hassling him and finding very good comfort, simple life. Then what happens? Ekadashi comes. Now Ekadashi comes means the temple does full fasting, no prasadam. huh? Now he's such a foodie. He says Mahant, Pujari, Bhakt, Prabhuji, ashram leader. huh, If you do not give me prasadam, I will die. I cannot live 24 hours. You are saying I cannot live one meal without food. I will honestly die. Do something. Arrange some prasadam vyavastha. So the Guruji, okay, take him to the Guruji. So they take the man to the Guruji. Guruji, he needs prasadam. He says he cannot live without prasadam. He cannot survive. So, but Ekadashi, but okay, Guruji, give me some Ekadashi prasad, do some arrangement. So Guruji says, okay, fine, go to the kitchen and take some samagri, some grocery, but only Ekadashi, huh? And do not cook in the kitchen itself, huh? Go elsewhere. Chitrakoot, na, go in forest somewhere and cook prasadam there. Make bhoga there. Take Ekadashi bhoga, jao or cook, and look, but don't eat it straight away. Offer it. First offer it. Do you know the offering mantra, offering prayer? Offer it. Learn the offering mantra. Huh? Your brahmachari leader, he will teach you the offering mantra, the offering prayer. Offer the food and then honor. Offer means first make lordships eat. First make Krishna eat, first make Lord Ram eat. Once they have eaten, then you honor it. So you are allowed to do Ekadashi. Fine, you go take prasadam and then you come in the temple and Ekadashi take rest, no service for you. Other days you eat as much as you like. Wow, he was very happy. Wow, Guruji has done this arrangement. So fine. He went to the kitchen, got the grocery, everything, and all the items, and then he went in nearby place. He saw a canal, river, good location, and he started making, collecting woods and say, and making preparation. Hmm? He made a good meal, very good meal, hot good meal and all. And what? Oh, my Guruji told, do not gulp it straight away, and prepare that you are offering to Krishna. So, do the proper offering mantra and let the Lord receive this food, receive this preparation of you. Hmm? Okay, fine, nice. I've done everything. Now let me do as Guru instructed. So what he offers? So he sings this prayer. What? Raja Ramaiye Sita Ram Prabhu Ramaiye मेरे भोजन का भोग लगाइए मेरे भोग का स्वीकार करिए. So he sings a prayer say, huh? That Lord Ram come, Lord Ram, please come and accept this food. Hmm? Now he calls and then he waits. Okay, 1 minute, and he calls again, and he calls with intensity. He calls with longing, he calls with meaning, yearning, all together. What happens? Ram comes, but Ram is never alone. Na? No, Ram is never alone. So Sita Ram comes. Now he cooked what? He cooked for two persons. For himself and for Lord Ram. Hmm? He cooked for two persons. Okay, Guruji said, "Na cook, but offer. Make sure Lord Ram has eaten, then you eat." Okay, fine. So I cook for Lord Ram and for myself. That fine. I will first make Lord Ram eat and then I will eat. But what happens? Lord Ram never comes alone. So Sita Ram, they both come. Now seeing Mother Sita, her kindness, this devotee also. Okay, fine. They both have come, let me serve both of everything what I've prepared to them. Fine, I will just keep a small portion, or it's okay. Even if I have to go hungry, they are very beautiful. Look at the kindness, look at the smile, look at the eyes, very beautiful. So let both of them eat. Fine, I can manage maybe. So he lets both of them eat. Sitaram. Then what? He comes home. Guruji says, did you take? Yes, Guruji. Oh, I did Ekadashi. Did you offer? Yes, Guruji, I offered. So you made first Lord eat, then you ate? Yes, 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 Guruji. And but Guruji, Lord Ram, it was just not Lord Ram, Sita Ram, both. I made both of them eat, then I ate. Guruji said, wow, good, good, very good boy. Okay. And next Ekadasi came again. Same story. Guruji, I need some grocery. But Guruji, I need more grocery. Last time I took less. Why? Because I thought, okay, it will be just making for Lord Ram and myself. But no, no, Sita Ram has come. So I need grocery for three now. Guruji a bit shocked. Okay, fine, take a bit extra. So he took a bit extra grocery and same drill. He's preparing. Now he's preparing for three and he's waiting. He's waiting that okay, I will call now Sita Ram. Earlier what? Raja Ramaiye, Prabhu Ramaiye. Now he's calling what? Raja Ramaiye, Sita Ramaiye. So he's calling both of them. That come and please honor. Please accept. So uh, this uh, then come and accept both of you. Okay. So then what? Lord Ram appears. Lord Ram comes, and Mother Sita comes, and who comes alongside? Some of you might have heard this before. Who comes alongside? Uh, Lord Ram came, Mother Sita came, alongside came Lakshmanji. So now look, this devotee, he cooked offering for three. Na? He prepared prasadam for three, for Sitaram and for himself. But came who? Now Lakshman has also come. So fine, okay. He says, what to do, Lord Ram? You are so sweet. You are so beautiful, so gentle. Mother is so kind, Mother Sita. Fine, your brother has come, although I did not ask for him. I did not invite him. I did not ask him. I just asked both of you to come. But fine, he has come. Fine, take three of you eat. Okay, again my Ekadashi is not happening. My Ekadashi, I am again fasting on Ekadashi. Don't know what's going on. But okay, eat. I've made it for you. I've made it with love only. And Guru said that offer, so I'm offering and all. Fine, eat. Eat now. Why are you not eating? So that. So then Sitaram, they ate. Lakshman also ate. And then, okay, fine. See you next Ekadashi. Fine. So the devotee also returned to the ashram. Guruji, same question asking that did you make them eat? Did you eat? Yes, yes, everything fine. But Guruji, I need a bit more. Hmm? I need a bit more grocery. This much grocery is not right. So Guru says, what's going on? Every Ekadashi is asking more grocery, and I see there's some dodginess. He's trying to act smart. He's trying to cheat me. He's trying to take the fun out of me, the mick out of me. He's trying to manipulate things and all. Surely he must be doing some devious things and all. So Guru says, okay, fine, take more grocery. But what does Guru plan? He plans Guru that okay, the boy goes, I will follow him. I'll follow him. I will see this much grocery he's taking. Where does he go? Whom does he distribute? What does he do? Is he selling? What is he doing out of it? So the Guru cunningly follows the disciple and sees okay, where is he taking all of this? So fine, and the disciple takes even extra grocery. And what? This time he cooks. Huh? He cooks and all, and he calls. What? But this time first he, before cooking, first he calls. First he does the prayer and calls. That Raja Ramaiye, Sita Ramaiye, Lakshman Ramaiye. And he calls and he says, okay, first I will ask you to come this time because I want to do a head count. Hmm? Wedding invitation with family and all. So I want to see the family all together with head count who all have come accordingly I will prepare Baba, and I have this much grocery. So he calls again, come, it's getting late, where are you? So okay, Lord Ram appears, Sita ji appears, Lakshman ji appears, Hanuman, Bharat, Shatrughan appear. Now he counts, head count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vanar, Bapre, 8 appears and all. Then he says, okay, I don't have this much grocery, Baba. There you go, you will find some grocery in the forest here. Take some wood and prepare. What I've got this and all. So with Atmiyata, with bhav, with apnapan, with oneness, he calls them. With oneness, he instructs them. With oneness, he tells them that no, I'm not going to do this. Do not expect this from me. With all of this, with oneness. And fine, they prepare together, they prepare meal. Lord Ram says to Lakshman, okay, yeah, go follow what he's doing, get some fruits and all, and do all this. Lakshman is like, okay, fine. So they prepare everything, and then what? Okay, now, but first I will make you eat. So he makes them eat, and then he's not seeing, he's not eating for himself. No, no, fine, seeing you eat, I feel satisfied and all. So this thing happens. Now the Guru, he comes in the picture. The ashram leader, he comes in the picture. He comes there, the Mahant, the ashram leader, the Pandit, the Pujari, the Guru, he comes there and he says, okay, I've caught you red-handed now. You're taking this much grocery and you are saying that you need to distribute and all, but you are just making it for yourself. But this disciple, what does he say? Oh, Guruji, thank you, you have come at the right time. You can help me out now. But what are you saying? I am not eating any of this. Rather, look, Ram has come. And Ram, not only he brought his wife Sita. Not only that, he brought his brother Lakshman. Not only that, Bharat, Shatrughan. Not only that, his friend. Not only that, his entourage. Now look, what do I, poor soul? So, Guruji, you know Ram from before. I know Ram last 1 month only, na? I don't know him much. You know him from before. Why don't you have a dialogue with Ram and just tell him to come a bit quicker? He comes late also, and he brings entourage to come with a small party or arrange some prasadam. Every Ekadasi I'm going hungry. So, hearing this from the disciple, the Guru becomes a bit annoyed. Huh? That what are you talking silly nonsense? Where is Ram? Hmm? You are trying to fool me. You are trying to create a story and everything. So the disciple becomes very confused. He said, what? Here is Ram. He's standing right there front. Is he not? Sita is there. Lakshman is there. Everyone is there. Guru says, you are trying to mock me, cheat me, huh? You think you can get away with this? So disciple says, Ram, what is going on? Why don't you tell him that you are here and all? Hmm? Now see this. Now this is na surrender on surrender. Krishna saying na sarva dharman parityaja. What does this chopai this prayer this instruction principle learning teaching prayer comes? Believe Ramcharitmanas or it is said Lord Ram said what? मोहि कपट छल छिद्र न भावा निर्मल जन मन so mohi pava. Huh? Lord Ram saying what? Mohi kapat chal chidra na bhava. Hmm? Kapat. No, I don't like kapat. Cheating. Chal. Manipulation. Na? Chidra. Chidra is what? Hole. होता है बहुत छिद्र हो बहुत छेद हो गए छिद्र इज होल सो होल्स इन कॉन्शियसनेस faulty consciousness na bhava nirmal janman so mohe pava. That is the qualification, that is the thing to be like a child like na बच्चे होते हैं ना innocent like that एकदम pure soul gentle. That transparency, Krishna wants us to be transparent. That transparency is required. So nirmal janman so mohe pava. So, because the guru, the ashram leader, the mahant, the pujari, he was a bit hung up in the head, a bit hung up in his intelligence. Oh, I know this much. I have been serving this many years. I've done this much pujari. Whatever, all this, he was a bit more in the ashram management, more in ashram or institution management, money and all these things, how to grow the ashram and all. And he, in that, his Krishna consciousness lapsed. But this disciple, this Sishina, he was very simple hearted. He was very simple. He was not at all into any sort of politics. Politics is a killer. Politics, na? This politics. And he was like, okay, where do I stand ranking and all? Where does my ashram stand ranking and all of this? So he was a bit occupied, carried away, taken over by it. This is why he could not see Lord Ram. Na? Mohe kapat chal chidra na bhava. Nirmal janman so mohe pava. And that disciple, he was Nirmal Janman. Hmm? For him, there was no separation. He was able to see Lord Ram, Bharat, Shatrughan, Lakshman, Sita, Hanumanji, everyone. Huh? He was having a dialogue, direct face to face with them. So for him, no problem. But for the others, not able to see. Now, see, the disciple says to Lord Ram, Bhagwan, ye kya kar rahe ho aap? Hmm? He's my ashram leader, he's my guru and all, and he's doubting me. Huh? And no, he's gentle. He's gentle. He's good. I am the rough. I don't know anything. I don't know shlokas. I don't know shastras and all. No, he just told me to pray for you, and I prayed, and you kindly appeared. I don't know much. He knows a lot. Kindly give him darshan. Kindly give him. So it is by the appeal of that disciple, sincere, simple, that okay, Lord Ram said, okay, fine, I will give darshan to him as well, to your uh, ashram leader say. And Lord Ram then gave darshan. So thing is, this goes even more, even more. We are short of time. Thing is, this simplicity, this uncrookedness, uh, that kapata, chala chidra, kuti nati, manipulative diplomacy, politics. This has got should be nothing happening in the heart of a sadhaka. No, that is what Krishna is saying. Sarva dharman parityajya. So what dharma we have adopted? A dharma of politics, na? A dharma of manipulation, a dharma of kutinati, hmm? A dharma of mera kya hoga kaliya. What is there for me in it? Huh? All these things they have to be given up. Draupadi gave that up. Hmm? I don't care now if I am saved or not saved. Krishna, I surrender unto you. Arjuna also fought with that spirit just to please Krishna. So Krishna consciousness teaches us what? Radha Krishna Prityarth. How to live life momentarily. Surrender is momentarily, not just okay, I surrender 2022 and job done now. No. Every moment. Every moment. Huh? Then we can experience joy in Krishna consciousness, real altogether. So the message is what? It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. Hmm? This is the message. It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. हाँ, सुखी होना सहज है, सरल है ना? लेकिन ये सरल होना ही बहुत कठिन है, सरलता, simplicity. And this simplicity and honesty is what attracts Krishna. Look at his pastimes in Vrindavan. Simple cowherd boy, na? Simplicity and honesty attracts Krishna. And this is a favor Krishna is doing upon us by asking us to surrender. Hmm? Any thoughts, questions, comments, or say clarification? It takes a
Hare
simple
Krishna.
hearted to surrender. Hare Krishna.
I have a question. Uh,
Hmm.
it is this dilemma. I mean, if people are trying to be simple, then in this material world, people are being exploited due to their being
This is
simple.
why Krishna told na Arjuna to fight. है ना? In Scotland, they say what? There's an accent thing. What? That don't take me, don't take soft to be doft, soft to be deft. It's an accent thing I cannot do. Meaning, don't take that I'm soft so you can crush or walk over me. Na? Don't simple doesn't mean bewkuf. Simple does not mean stupid. There's a difference, a huge difference between simplicity and stupidity, or being stupid. No, that simple doesn't mean we act stupid, we live stupid. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that don't act stupid by not fighting, by saying I don't want to fight, by running away, uh, by saying oh, this will do violence. By not fighting, you are doing violence altogether. By not fighting, you will be doing violence on yourself and you will be doing violence on everyone. Fight, Arjuna. That is the simplicity. Humility means what? Krishna told Arjuna, fight. Arjuna was humble enough, yes, Krishna, I will fight. That is humility. है ना? बॉलीवुड टीचर्स इज व्हाट? जो जीजाजी बोलेंगे वो मैं करूंगा, है कि नहीं? बॉलीवुड टीचर्स ना, इज इट ना? जो जीजाजी बोलेंगे वो मैं करूंगा. Huh? Arjuna, whatever Krishna says, I will do it. Krishna wants me to fight? Yes. That is the absolute truth. That is the param dharma. पाप से एकदम रहित. No tinge of पाप, sinful reaction in there. No tinge of it, no least, no trace of it. Huh? That is humility to do what Guru Gaurang desires. Arjuna was so humble, he killed thousands in the war. That is humility Krishna desired. And by killing, body has to be killed, body was when killed and all, but he ignited that dormant Krishna consciousness. What a service Arjuna was doing, na? Shooting arrow upon someone. Hmm? And that person whom the arrow was shot, what is he seeing as leaving his body? He's having the darshan of what? A devotee of Krishna is Arjuna and Krishna himself. Such a favor Arjuna is doing. That is favor Krishna is asking Arjuna to do. So yeah, society means simple, you will be exploited. But Krishna conscious simple, you will be nourished. सोसाइटी में सॉफ्ट इज कुचला जाता है ना ओके या पीपल टेक अनफेयर एडवांटेज अनड्यू एडवांटेज दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग एंड दिस इज कृष्ण इज सेइंग पीपल विल टेक अनफेयर अनड्यू एडवांटेज ऑफ यू सी ना पांडवास दे वर सो टुवर्ड्स वुमेन दुर्योधन had he any respect for women in that assembly who is disrobing Draupadi Dushasan eh? Who is allowing for all that games? Duryodhan. Who is calling Karan, saying, na, bring the Draupadi? Huh? Them. Have they got any moral character? So if Arjuna was just being, oh, let us be simple. Oh, Krishna, yes, it is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. I am being simple. I am retiring to the woods. I'm going to the forest now. I've got the message, Krishna. कितना violence हाहाकार मच जाता. Hmm? So societal simplicity, yes, crushes. Huh? Societal simplicity, then one exploits. But Krishna conscious simplicity is what we want to attain. Then society, if exploits or nourishes, we are under the shelter of Krishna. This is why surrender, na? No single devotee we find who has surrendered to Krishna and anything has happened to him. बाल भी बांका नहीं हो पाया. Krishna was bleeding in this war. Arjuna, nothing happened. No arrow touched him. Huh? Who was in front of Arjuna? Krishna, na? Nothing obstacle can come if Krishna is at the front. Does that somewhat answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is message deeper and deeper, more and more. It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. This is the real message Krishna is helping us understand to surrender unto Him. Uh, Think of Him, love Him, pay our homage to Him. Mm. We have an eternal bond with Krishna. We are a part of Krishna's existence. Krishna loves us unconditionally, so should we. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.